A local scientist is named one of Time magazine's most influential people in the world of 2023.
Yeah, Andrea Kreitcher is a design physicist at the Lawrence Livermore National Laboratory. She is the principal designer of an experiment that produced nuclear fusion ignition in a way that had never been done before. And so we wanted to chat with her about that. Good morning. Thank you so much for joining us.
Yeah, good morning. Thanks for having me.
Okay, so here's your toughest assignment of the morning. Explain this in terms I can understand. What do you do?
Yeah, so what we're doing here is we're essentially creating miniature stars in the laboratory by squeezing fusion fuel to really extreme conditions, and we do this by blowing up targets with giant lasers. So can you imagine a cooler job than that?
I was going to say, basically the coolest job on Earth. All right, and as a sci-fi nerd, I'm excited because this is bringing what once was science fiction closer and closer to reality, which is really exciting.
Why do you want to make stars? So what do you do with that? What's the point?
Yeah, great question. So the goal here is to generate fusion energy from these stars and to generate more energy than what we use to do the experiment, so more than what we put in. And this requires a great deal of design optimization and working through trial and error.
So basically, we're talking about clean energy and creating a system that can output more energy than you put into it. But we have nuclear power plants right now. For people who may not know the difference, how is this different from that?
Yeah.
So the current power plants use fission, which splits apart large atoms, and here we're fusing them together. And the advantage of fusion versus fission is that it's a clean energy source. There's no long-lived radioactive waste, and quite a small fraction of initial fuel can output quite a bit more energy. But the challenge is getting to the extreme conditions needed to fuse the atoms together. And so current plants, it's a lot easier to get the atoms to split apart. Here, it's very difficult to get them to fuse together.
Because if I'm not mistaken, that's like how the sun makes energy, right? It crushes atoms together and creates fission. So you're having to basically recreate the conditions inside of a sun to do this here on Earth. Am I understanding that right?
Yes, exactly. And because we don't have the gravity of the sun, we have to get to more extreme conditions than the center of the sun.
Okay,
By more extreme, what do you mean?
Okay, yeah.
So temperatures are more than 5 times the center of the sun, and the pressures, so we also need very, very extreme pressures, high densities, more than 2 times the center of the sun.
Okay, I don't know if this sounds practical, because how am I going to drive around with a sun and stars coming out of my tailpipe?
Fueling your car.
So now bring it to that level.
What are the applications of this?
It's excuse me?
What are the applications?
How's it going to work?
Applicable?
Yeah. Right. So there's a lot of ideas for prototype inertial fusion energy plants, not to put in your car. I mean, that would be cool, Mr. Fusion in your car, like Back to the Future.
Okay.
But it's more a long-term sort of operating power plant type situation. And it's not exactly this technology. What we're doing at NIF is sort of a proof of principle to see if there's anything fundamentally limiting doing this in the laboratory, and it turns out there's not, and so a working power plant would have different design specifications.
Hey, I do have a question about danger.
Okay.
In terms of this and your job.
How do you not blow things up?
Well, yeah, I mean, I'm kind of worried. Like it's not just like beakers of liquid that might explode.
The same thing.
So
as the design physicist, how do you control all of it?
Are you in danger?
So I'm not personally, nobody's in danger here. So my job is to specify the target and the laser conditions to create these miniature suns in the laboratory. And we have an entire facility team, and we have all the protocol in place to be as safe as possible. There's no large explosion because we only field in one experiment a very small amount of fusion fuel. So there's no threat of sort of an explosion type situation.
Wow.
Wow. Well, as we wrap it up then, let me ask you, now that we know all the technical stuff, how does it feel? You've just been named one of Time magazine's most influential people in the world. You're kind of famous now.
You're kind of a big deal.
Kind of a big deal.
It is very, very crazy still. It's a little bit still surreal. And I'm just really, really honored to be on the list and represent the entire Ignition team, the achievement, and the many people who have worked on this for so long. I'm also really excited that science achievements are getting their time in the spotlight as well.
Wow.
So I'm feeling great about this.
Fantastic.
Very
and mission
cool.
accomplished. I get it, which is amazing.
There you go.
Thank you so much. Incredible.